Hola y bienvenidos a GCSE Spanish Practice. My name is Marina and today we're going to work together on a higher roleplay which is worth 10 marks. Vamos! Now, if you know what the roleplay is about, please skip forward and get straight into practice. Otherwise, just stick around for a second and I will explain it very quickly. Now, in your roleplay task in your speaking exam, you will see a bit of context and then you'll see 5 sentences in English. Now, what they're saying is you have to say or you have to ask this in Spanish, and your teacher will read the questions, or your teacher examiner will read the questions, and you will answer what you prepare. Now, there's also a part here that says how much detail you have to provide. So it's really important for you to get the 2 marks that each of the sentences is worth, so a total of 10. You have to make sure that you answer the questions. You're preparing a question in Spanish saying what festivals you celebrated, for example, last year, and give 2 details. So say what festival and what you did, for example. Okay, now it is a very short task. It goes for 1 minute, 30 seconds tops. And you can prepare for it. Okay, so you have your 15 minutes preparation for the whole of your speaking exam. And for this part, I wouldn't spend more than 5 minutes preparing, but you have to make sure that you are preparing correctly. So here we go. How do we prepare correctly? The first thing is you number, okay, you number your answers on your preparation sheet. It doesn't matter what your teacher is going to ask. Eventually, if you don't understand what they're saying, it doesn't matter. You know that they have to stick to a script. So whatever they say, if you hear is the second thing they said, you will read your answer number 2, okay, in your preparation sheet. So it's really important that you number those so that you don't get lost. Now, the second thing we're going to do, we're going to prepare. As I said, we have to read what is it that we need to do and then give as much detail or as many opinions or reasons as it is requested. Because if we fail to give 2 details, for example, we just give 1, then we automatically lose in a mark. Okay, we would be here instead. Okay, so let's get on with it. Now, step 2, follow the instructions. Now, ask your friend a question about their favorite festival in Chile. Okay, so if you have seen any of my other videos, I always say there are 3 ways of asking a question. We can say háblame de, so talk to me about, and then favorite festival in Chile of this friend that I am talking to, which is actually the examiner. So tu festival favorito en Chile, your favorite festival in Chile. And I can say háblame de, so talk to me about, or tell me about, ¿cuál es, what is, or what is it like, cómo es. Okay, I have 3 options. And I know it's really weird to start a role play with a question, but I have seen it happening and there's no reason why it wouldn't happen again. So be ready because you might start asking a question to the examiner and that's fine. The second one says, say what festivals you celebrated last year in your country. So it's in the past tense and we have to give 2 details. So I went for something like this. El año pasado celebramos la Navidad because that's all I could think of. Y también fui a un festival de música. So last year we celebrated Christmas and I also went to a music festival and that's more than enough. Okay, we don't need to extend, we just need to give 2 details in the past tense. Number 3, say what activities can be done during festivals in your country. Give 2 details. So what sort of things? I say one can go. Se puede ir al mercado de Navidad. One can go to the Christmas market and one can see the fuegos artificiales, the fireworks. Okay, the next bit, say what Latin American festivals you know. This is tricky, but everybody knows Dia de Muertos. So I'm just gonna go give 1 detail, okay, because it's a tricky question to be asked on the spot. So I said, me gusta mucho el Festival de Dia de Muertos en México. Okay, I don't know if it's an opinion or 1 detail, but I think this is 1 detail because it's one thing that I am saying, and also it's got an opinion. It just happened to have it. Okay. And finally, say what you think about festivals and why. So do I like them? The question is going to be something like, do you like festivals or what do you think about festivals and why? I like it because it's fun. Something like that. 1 opinion and 1 reason. So, me encantan los festivales porque son emocionantes. And I said I like festivals because they are exciting rather than interesting or fun. Okay, because that's We hear that every year, thousands of times. Well, so step number 3, you can pause the video and you can now prepare by replacing the words that I have highlighted. So you can do your own role play preparation to answer these questions. You can replace what I have highlighted here in my original questions, or you can go the extra mile and do your own. Okay, so it is completely up to you what you can do. But after 5 seconds, I'll stop talking and you can pause. What I'll do is I'll pretend I am the examiner and you will have to read your preparation out loud. Okay? Ready? So see which one you choose. All right, I'll be here. I'll be right here waiting for you. Okay, and now let's do some practice. I will read the questions and you will read your prepared answers. ¿Preparado? Estás hablando con tu amiga chilena. Yo soy tu amiga chilena. ¿Tienes una pregunta para mí? Sí, mi festival chileno favorito es el Festival de Viña del Mar. ¿Y qué festivales celebraste el año pasado en tu país? Vale. ¿Y qué actividades hay durante los festivales en tu país? Genial. ¿Y qué festivales latinoamericanos conoces? Ujú. ¿Y qué piensas de los festivales y por qué? Ujú. Genial. Okay, so as you can see, it does go very quickly. I hope it went well. If you follow the steps, you're very likely to get 2 marks for each of the sentences. And now, for the sake of practicing those questions and see what is it, what were the questions? The first one, it depends completely on you, which one of these options you chose. But I said, mi festival chileno favorito es el Festival de Viña del Mar. Then the second question, ¿qué festivales celebraste el año pasado en tu país? Third one, ¿qué actividades hay durante los festivales en tu país? Fourth one, ¿qué festivales latinoamericanos conoces? This is such a long word, so I see how this could be tricky to understand. But it shouldn't be a problem because, you just prepared for that. Y número 5, ¿qué piensas de los festivales y por qué? Bueno, I hope this helped. For more GCSE Spanish practice, come back. There are new videos every week. So like, share, subscribe y adiós. Nos vemos pronto. Gracias.